some of you I'm sure have heard me say this, that the real game being played here is that the best idea will win. And so it isn't up to us to promulgate our ideas and organize funding and give fundraisers and hold press conferences. All we have to do is articulate, and into this competing system of means, I really think we follow our fantasies. We are living out the fantasies of people several generations ago, people who lived in a world of typhoid and poverty and great restless proletarian masses with very little hope of advancing themselves. And those people said, wouldn't it be great if we could all live like kings and drink French wines and
BMWs, right.
have BMWs and fill our lives with art and music and chocolate. And so basically we now live in the realized fantasy of the 19th century bourgeoisie. This is the hard part of it. And what we're asking of ourselves is to create a better fantasy, a better ideal, and then the world will flow toward it. I thought it was, I want to tie this in with Kathleen's thing, because I thought it was wonderfully poignant and cogent that you address this issue of, is it to be the body perfected, or is it to be the body thrown away? And how try as we may to be universal and Catholic in our opinions, it seems like you're going to have to come down one side or the other on that issue. Do we stay in the body and try to solve the problems in 3D? The momentum of toxification of the planet, the cleared rainforest, the extinguished species, the trashed land, or is it for us to pass on into space colonies, or the bowels of the crystal structure of the Earth, or a nearby hyperspatial fairyland? The issue being, it's a pretty fundamental one. It's how you think human nature relates to the animal body we inherit from the evolutionary process. Is it monstrous and mechanized and megalomanic to wish to transcend the body and sail off in a philosopher's stone kind of hyperdimensional vehicle to our secret destiny? Thoroughly Gnostic.
Thoroughly immoral.
Well, thoroughly Gnostic. See, what you have here are two great strains of thought that have always been present in the Western dilemma. And one is exactly what I just said. It's the view that we are strangers here. We come from a better, higher, nobler place. And as James Joyce says in Finnegan's Wake, here in Moy Cane, which was the red light district of Dublin, here in Moy Cane, our earth, we flop on the seamy side. But up in the Yent, prospector, you sprout all your worth and woof your wings. So is it that view, that we are besmirched angels and would just be so much more at home, far away from all of this? Or is it that we are creatures of the earth, its custodians, finding our completion in a Taoistic relationship of caring and support to nature? And as I said at the beginning of this little rap, I don't think you can have it both ways. You're going to have to, this is one issue where people are going to be able to sort of finesse the differences away. And I confess to be very conflicted on this. I feel very strongly this titanic Faustian, machines the size of Manhattan, a destiny lost among the stars, that kind of thing. But it is, of course, what Gregory Corso called Flash Gordon soup. Real sustenance, on the other hand, is this caring relationship to the earth, which recognizes our origin, treats the earth as the bones of our ancestors, and comes to terms with it. Now the question, aside from the purely abstract issue of which of these mutually exclusive positions is to be recommended, is the question, can we choose the Taoistic course? In other words, can, starting from today, with an atomic stockpile and leaking nuclear plants and 6 billion people on the planet, is there any way to manage this thing without making a pact with the male ego, with the engineering mentality, with the Faustian demon that promises star flight and all the rest of it? I don't really have an answer. That's why I keep looking for more exotic escapes.